The following portion of Ozarks Fox AM is sponsored by James Home Decor. Oh, wow, this is nice. Oh, yeah. Hey, Wyatt, how are ya?
Not too bad. How you doing, Jeremy?
It's good to see you, my friend. I love James Decor because I'm always getting ideas. You always have something new, but I'm loving what I'm seeing here in this area.
Well, this is one of my favorite brands. This is Stickley. Do you know anything about Stickley?
Okay,Ll be honest, I've heard the name, but I don't know much about the company.
See, I hear that a lot. It's actually a company started back in 1902.
Wow.
Using all American hardwoods and old style joinery. None of it's screwed together like they do these days.
So it's like old traditional, the way you'd put furniture together back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
And they've kept that up all this 100 and something years later?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Can you tell me about some of the pieces we're looking at? I love this table.
So here we have their Walnut Grove collection, all American black walnut, pin joinery. We've paired it with the Martine chairs for that nice tall upholstered back with it. Beautiful mid-century collections from them. And we have the matching buffet right over here.
This is gorgeous. This is my style. So I'm looking at these chairs that are Stickley, but can you also do different fabrics, you know, for the back of the chair?
I've got all different fabrics for them, and we can even pick from any of our fabrics from just our fabric lines too.
Oh, you know, I like options. I like customization. And I'm seeing another dining table back here with the inlays that are gorgeous.
Yeah, this is our beautiful Harvey Ellis collection. Much more traditional Mission with wonderful hand-done inlays on it.
And a lot of people might think Stickley and Mission, but it's more than that.
Oh yeah, these days they've been bringing in a bunch. It's about half Mission, and then they've got Danish modern, mid-century, as you can see. Wow. Bunch of different styles, and they keep bringing in new.
Is this Stickley as well? This is gorgeous, this bed. Look at all this detail.
Yeah, this is part of their Scottish Mission. It's from the Highlands collection. Wonderful piece. As you can see, we have the storage with it.
Oh, nice.
Wonderful big drawers for your blankets, sheets, all that good stuff. You actually have power surge protectors up in the top there for plugging all your lamps and phones in.
Wow, they thought really modern with that traditional look.
Yeah, they take the traditional and do a really good job modernizing it.
And this is kind of what I think of. I like some of the details on the legs and the chairs, and of course these buffets are gorgeous.
Oh yeah, wonderful pieces. Actually come with some hidden storage in them.
Oh, what?
This one,
okay, I'll hold this, yes.
We have a wonderful little box just in here for all your jewelry.
What? Oh!
Beautiful felt lined.
You can hide that from everybody.
Oh yeah.
That is really cool. And I can feel the quality of this, like that's substantial.
Yeah, solid wood. One of my favorite things to show people with this piece is you can actually pull these out
Are you kidding me?
Stand on it.
Now that's quality, my friend.
Yeah.
That's quality. Well, I love these dining rooms. Do you have anything like with Stickley living rooms?
Oh, I've got plenty with upholstery from them.
Oh, can we see that?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, this looks cozy. Wyatt, I like this. This is Stickley.
Oh yeah, this is actually one of my favorite pieces from them. I love this couch. You can do it a lot of different ways. Like you see, we have a little bit more of the Mission here with the houndstooth.
Right.
I've done it in this wonderful green velvet before. It's to die for.
Green is really making a comeback.
Yeah,
I've seen it a lot in design, you know, recently.
Well, as you can see, we have the green leather there.
Oh, that's gorgeous. And I love the chairs, the accent chairs. Wow. And the coffee tables, everything, just...
All of it's Stickley.
Such quality. But I gotta tell you, I do love this fabric. Like this...
Oh, yeah.
It's just very traditional,
wool,
warm.
Very cozy, very friendly.
But I love, if you love this couch, there's so many options then.
Oh, yeah. You can get it in 1,000 different ways.
Which I love. And I'm looking over here, this beautiful living room set over here. Now, this is totally different from what we were sitting in.
Yeah, it kind of gives an idea of the range that you can actually get into with Stickley, not just the Mission. This is a wonderful couch. You can actually customize the arms, the back, and the legs on it, as well as all of the fabric and pillow fabric, so you can really get exactly what you want.
Man, there's so many options. I might get confused. I might need a designer at James Decor to help me pick out the perfect finishes,
though. I'm always here to help.
And I know you are. I gotta see, can I just sit in this really fast?
Yeah.
Look at this.
Well, and one of the beautiful things with this is it actually comes in 3 different depths. So some people like a really deep sofa, some people like a really narrow. We've got all of that right here in the one sofa.
I like this one because I can sit back and I can touch the floor at the same time.
Yeah.
I think this one is just right. And I love, again, look at these great different options you have with fabrics. You can pick a million different fabrics and different styles really to give it that customized look for your house.
Oh yeah, fit exactly what you're looking for.
This is amazing. Okay, Wyatt, I have a lot to think about. If people want to come by, can they just come by James Decor? Can they talk to you or one of the designers?
Oh yeah, give us a call, shoot an email, swing on by. We always love to see people.
Yeah, if you haven't looked at the Stickley line here at James Decor, do yourself a favor, stop by, look at all the fabrics, the options, and talk to designer Wyatt. He'll be happy to help you out. Thanks so much, Wyatt.
Thanks, Jeremy.
And look who's here, Wyatt Biggs, designer extraordinaire.
It's great to be here, Jeremy.
Thank you so much, and I learned so much, and I know Maddie was learning a lot watching that.
Yes, I was.
And you're a woodworker yourself. You
Yes.
brought some examples of that type of craftsmanship.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that get talked about with furniture, and people know it means good furniture, but they don't quite understand why. So I want to kind of help explain that, because it's good not just for Stickley, but just to furniture in general when you're looking for new pieces.
Okay.
So we'll start, this is Stickley's kind of bread and butter. This is what's called a pinned mortise and tenon.
Okay.
So you can see we have this little dowel rod that actually goes all the way through, and this is what a mortise and tenon is. So your mortise is the hole, and your tenon is the block on the end of your other piece. So what that gives you is it gives you a lot of board in there and a lot of area to put glue on. So you got a lot of meat to that joint.
Can I show that to the camera this way? Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at this. So right in there, plop that in, and then there's the hole, and then you put the peg.
Yep. Then the peg goes right in, and that way if that glue ever does fail, you can't pull that apart. It's completely locked together.
Wow.
So what kind of furniture would be constructed like this?
You're gonna see this on most pieces. This can be tables, chairs, beds, anything that has two pieces coming together at an angle. Well, a lot of the time you'll see like a mortise and tenon or some variation of it.
Now that's craftsmanship, and that's why, you know, sometimes when you find something that's cheaply made and then something that's really good quality, that's why.
So a lot of the cheap stuff is just little dowel joints, so they just put two of these little dowels in, so you've just got little round pegs. You don't have all that meat in the joint, and that's why you get a lot of the cheap stuff breaking after like 5-10 years. It just kind of wears it down.
Yeah. And then what's this beautiful piece?
So this is gonna be more on like your mirrors or your big cabinets that kind of wrap around. This is called a splined miter. So the miter is just where two 45s come together, and then you put these little blocks right across them, and that gives you a lot of that surface area to glue on and kind of helps reinforce it. And I kind of want to talk about, because that makes more sense when you get an idea how wood actually works.
Okay,
So this is how it was explained to me back in school. Wood is basically a bunch of straws taped together. So when you glue the ends together, you've got all that gap, and all that glue seeps away from the joint. So you always want to try and get it on the long sides. So when you 45 it, you've just got the ends, and putting that piece across, you get that long side to long side, and that really holds it together really good.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
That is fascinating. And then he did bring me this. You were so nice. Okay, so tell everybody what you brought. Look at this.
A little phone holder. I had some extra left over and just thought I'd knock something out real quick.
Look at that. Oh, gosh, that's an email. Hold, there we go. You're seeing my notifications. There we go. But anyway, there you go. I don't know what's on that screen. But how nice is that? And you made that?
Yeah.
That is
Just
amazing.
a quick little thing.
Very
There we
cool.
go.
Do you mind if I touch it and hold
Yeah,
this?
no
Oh,
problem.
Here, there we go. I'm going to take it off of my my emails. There we go.
There you go.
But there you go. It sits right there, and you can watch that and have it be sitting up while you're eating breakfast or you know doing something, which is so nice. Look at that. And it's such good craftsmanship. So if somebody wants to utilize your services, what's the best way to get in touch with you and James Decor?
Coming in is always probably the best way. We can talk to you, kind of sit down, get a real idea what you want. But you're always welcome to give us a call or shoot us an email.
Awesome. Thanks so
All
much,
right.
Wyatt. Good to see
Yeah,
you.
thank
And
you
thank you for
too.
this.
All right, you guys, when we come back, we're going to try our cherry cheesecake dip. Don't go
Yes. I love that.
The preceding
One
portion of
person sit
Ozarks
here.
Fox AM was sponsored by James Home Decor.